I brought it up last week. Told you about Kathy Engelbert, the WNBA commissioner, organizing a task force, which was happening this week. Well, it happened. And it was a big nothing burger. Nothing happened. Yeah. Shocked? No, I'm not shocked. By the way, this task force was made up of team execs, general managers, team presidents, general managers. And so after this fascinating meeting that they had, they came out with a statement. You're looking at it, small type there, so I'll read it to you. Today's meeting covered a wide range of topics, including ongoing discussions on transgender athletes and the continued hate and vitriol directed at players online. We will continue to engage all league stakeholders in the coming weeks and months. We will approach the important conversations thoughtfully and in alignment with the values of our league. Here's the best part. There are no immediate eligibility matters affecting the WNBA, and we strongly denounce the bad faith efforts to use these topics to demean or marginalize others. End of statement. That bad faith kind of directly aimed at Enes Kanter and Royce White and how they're going to enter or have plans to enter the WNBA draft next year to test the policy, to test the eligibility policy. That is what they're referring to with the bad faith. This is so disappointing, but I'm not surprised. Instead of during this meeting acknowledging other governing bodies in other sports, like the World Tennis Association, like the IOC, like World Boxing, like Women's Athletics, which governs track and field, UCI, which covers international cycling. All of those groups are on top of this. All of those groups are proactive regarding transgender athletes, or how some would say biological males competing in women's sports. I wish the WNBA would have talked about that and mentioned that and said something like, we realize other governing bodies with other women's sports are looking into this and have made decisions and have changed their policy. Most recently, the WTA did that. But they were like, I don't even know if anything was discussed. Okay, we have no way of knowing, of course. Maybe they just had lunch and a cup of coffee. But to not acknowledge this could be an issue, because you hear that from the other side. You always hear, oh, well, there are no transgender athletes playing in the WNBA right now, and no transgender athlete has applied to play in the WNBA. Well, here's what you did. You just created a bigger hole for yourself to climb out of. You just created a heavier obstacle to move down the road. Instead of just right now taking a hold of it, being proactive, saying something. Maybe you didn't get, you didn't change everything. You're not going to change it right there after one meeting. You have to go through collective bargaining and all that. I get all that. But you could have at least acknowledged what is going on in this world right now and be prepared for it. Obviously, they did not do that. All right, I just put a bow on that. I can't even talk. It's getting me nudgy, as I like to say, all these WNBA topics. But there are some great things going on in the league, and I do watch, and I do see, and I hope you're noticing all the records that are being broken and all the great play that is taking place, because we're not ignoring it. It's just these other topics off the court and on, when it comes to Dejounte Carrington, overwhelm in the hypocrisy and the rules not being enforced. And the officiating still one of the biggest topics that have to be looked at continuously. Boy, I hope it gets better in the playoffs. Well, I won't hold my breath. All right.